Hey guys, I want to thank all my supporters on Patreon for their generosity towards me and for helping to make my videos possible. You guys are awesome. If you're curious about what kind of rewards I offer to my patrons, please check the link below for more information. Thanks again and enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to The Wandering Wind. I'm your host Gregory. Today I want to talk a bit about Pokemon Sword and Shield again. I made a video a couple days ago talking about a big update for the game, but today I want to talk a bit about a couple of I want to talk about in this video one of the special new features coming out for the game, and that is Dynamax. Now, Dynamaxing is unique to the Galar region, which is where Sword and Shield are set, and it basically allows in certain areas Pokemon to gain a significant boost in size as well as strength and access to special max moves that are basically their normal moveset but pumped up and corresponding to their moveset's types. So say you have a grass type move, try say absorb. It turns into max absorb or max something along the lines of something to do with grass. The same with any other type. And then for defensive stat-based moves, those turn into max guard, at least from what we can see from the trailer itself. Whether or not that actually ends up being an overall thing for stat moves, or if some stat-based moves actually do become different types, we'll find out. Sorry, having a bit of trouble with my words right now. But we also have a whole lot more. Really, Dynamaxing is kind of a fusion between the Mega Evolution of Generation 6 and the Z moves of Generation 7. So Generation 6 Mega Evolutions allowed your Pokemon to transform into a higher form. It was temporary, it lasted only during the battle, and then it went back to a normal form after the battle ended. Dynamax has the same kind of mechanic, only it only lasts for 3 moves. This makes it super important for competitive gameplay, especially with the multiplayer, because with this particular function, with this particular feature, you now have to really think about when you're going to use Dynamax. Beforehand, you can use Mega Evolution at the start of the battle, and you could take all 6 of your turns to just sweep an entire team. Now, however, with Dynamax only lasting 3 turns, sweeping an opponent's team with just Dynamax won't work anymore. It just won't. So, that will be another level of competitive play. Another big thing about Dynamaxing is the function of its contemporary version of Z moves. Now, Z moves, just like Mega Evolution, had their downsides. They could instantly KO any opponent, pretty much, and the damage was almost always overkill for whatever you were fighting. All you needed was the right Z crystal and the right Pokemon and the right amount of stats, and you pretty much had it in the bag for that particular Z move, that particular Pokemon. The max moves kind of work similarly in Sword and Shield, but as far as whether or not they are overpowered the same way, I do not think so. For one, like I said before, with Dynamax only lasting 3 turns, you can't sweep an entire team just by that. And for another thing, with Dynamax max moves, following the typing of your normal moveset, you really have to think about what Pokemon you're bringing in, no matter what. And that's, that's true for most Pokemon battles, but especially with the new Max, the new Dynamax features. The only place that I've seen so far in the trailers or in the released media that you can use Dynamax is at gyms, which are the stadiums that we thought, oh, well, maybe this is where you go for, let's say, online play. Maybe there's a stadium in the central region. Nope, it's a gym. kind of figured, but I mean, it might be fun. It'll probably be fun. It kind of brings me back to the days of Pokemon Stadium on the N64. By the way, if they do not release an N64 Classic and if they do release it and don't put Pokemon Stadium and Zelda and Pokemon Snap on there, I will be very disappointed in you, Nintendo. I really will. But a side note. So I do like the stadium aesthetic of the new game. Another thing, I really, really, really love the new mechanics of just how Dynamaxing works, because you can even use it in max raids. There are beacons scattered all over the world, I guess, and you can meet up with three of your friends, 4 of you total, and can battle against these Dynamaxed wild creatures and actually capture them. Wild Pokemon and actually capture them. Only one of you can Dynamax in that battle, though. So you have to have a plan beforehand and coordinate accordingly to where it works. Otherwise, you're pretty much SOL. You really are. You really are. But I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great just being able to get something new out of the game. And, I think it'll be worth it. I think it will. I think it's going to be great just being able to see what kind of strategies come out of this. Because Mega Evolution, lots of unique strategies during tournament play. Z-moves, same thing for the last generation. Who knows what'll come up with this generation, so who knows? I love it. I love being able to try out new things and see how people use them. Anyway, in the next video, I'll be talking about the wild area, so look for that video coming here tomorrow. And I love you very much, and I'll see you again next time on The Wandering Wind. I'll be back when the day is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things that you'll want to talk about. I will too. Because it's you I like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe if you aren't yet. Join my notification squad. And consider becoming a part of my Patreon team, because I love giving you guys extras every day or every month that make it worthwhile to actually be part of it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.